Alright, we're back. Kind of one of the most critical parts of roughing out your stone, once you've laid out the shape and you kind of understand it in 3 dimensions more than you did maybe initially, it's time to remove material, and that's done by fretting the stone. And basically what I've done here is I've made a number of cuts utilizing a brazed diamond blade just on a basic 4.5 inch angle grinder. There's some real keys to this. One, always remember that you're making radius cuts, even though they appear straight. When you cut to the edge, it's shallow. Subsequently, when you cut to the center, it's going to be the depth. And the depth's regulated by how much clearance you have between the blade and the housing of your angle grinder. Pretty straightforward, but I thought I'd mention it just for educational purposes. You'll see me doing some examples here before everyone freaks out. And I'm not wearing, right now I'm not wearing my hearing protection, I'm not wearing ventilator, all the rest, or respirator, sorry. I do wear that absolutely all the time. Full safety regalia. I'll probably have to do another quick little video on that. But what I'm going to do here, just for demonstration purposes, is show you the cuts that have been made. Remember, we laid out the shape, now we've fretted the stone, and the cuts are maybe 1 inch deep. You can see how the shape now, this area is blocked out. We're not fretting into that area because that's part of our form. The form's still really thick and blocky, and it's going to become graceful and narrow as we remove material. From this stage, you have a couple options. One is hand tools, which I'll show you quickly. I don't particularly prefer using hand tools simply because of the speed, but I mean, you can absolutely, you know, remove a lot of material rapidly. What I much prefer, though, is to utilize an air hammer. This is a 1 inch long stroke Trone Holden, made in Vermont. Brilliant company, lifetime warranty. And a lot of people will recommend using a point tool. I don't. I think there's a better bearing surface for fretting stone if you use a wider chisel. I'm just using a 3-point. This happens to be a Katuri, but the shank is the same, fits a Trone Holden. I'll just give you a quick look at how this looks. I'm going to set the air tool and I'm going to reduce the speed. Just to give you a rough idea of removing that material. Now I'm going to go back and continue to do the same cuts and break it inwards. A combination of hand tools and the air hammer. Obviously you can see it's not a quick process. If you want something quick, take up painting. But you know, it's still quite rapid and it's still quite effective. A lot of people also ask me, oh, do you use power tools? Like it's some kind of a, I don't know, negative or a detriment to my skill as an artist. And to them, my answer, bullshit. If anybody, you know, from, oh, even let's go back 1,000 years, had access to any of the pneumatics and grinders, they'd be using them today. Artistic expression is not, we're not defined by our tools. The key is to make sure that your shape is not defined by your tools. So if someone can look at your sculpture and not know whether it was carved mechanically, by hand, pneumatically, grinders or diamonds, that's really the key that we're all searching for. But anyways, I'll stop babbling and we'll show you some more as we progress. So that's basic fretting, and that's just going to be repeated and repeated and repeated as the form starts to be revealed. Hope that works. We'll see you on the next stage.